It's kind of like a star. Gorgeous. On this video, I'm going to teach you how to make the celestial cluster motif. I'm going to be using a 4mm hook and some cotton yarn size 3. So we're going to start with a slip knot, and you're going to start with a base ring. For your base ring, you want to chain 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then you want to do a slip stitch into the very first chain that you made. So into it, we insert our hook, grab the yarn and pull through to close for a slip stitch. And we're going to be working into the center of that ring. If you pull the chains apart, you'll see a little hole in there. For row 1, we're going to chain 1, and then you want to do 10 single crochets into the center of the ring. So here is 1, 2, 3. I'm going to do a total of 10 off camera, and I'll see you when I'm done. Okay, I just did my 10th single crochet. So to finish off this row, we want to do a slip stitch into the very first single crochet of the row. So you insert your hook into it and then close off with a slip stitch. And this here is the end of row 1. For row 2, you're going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. You're going to skip the next single crochet and then do 1 single crochet into the next. So we skip a stitch into the next, a single crochet. And we want to do this 4 more times. We're going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Skip a stitch into the next, a single crochet. 1, 2, 3. Skip a stitch into the next, a single crochet. 1, 2, 3. Skip a stitch, single crochet. And then the very last one, so you should have, it's a little tight because it's still small, but you should have, I believe, 2 stitches left. No, sorry, 1 stitch left, because the next one's where the chain 3 starts at. So at the very end here, we're going to do our final chain 3. 1, 2, and 3. And then we're going to work the last single crochet into the base of the first of the chain 3. So into the, let me just pull this over. The chain 3 into where that starts, into the same spot as the chain 3 starts, we're going to do a single crochet. And there we have it. This here is the end of row 2. For row 3, we're going to do 1 single crochet. It's basically the repetition starts at each of the chain 3 spaces around. So into the first one, we're going to do 1 single crochet, a half double crochet, a double crochet, then a chain 2, then 1 double crochet, a half double crochet, a single crochet, and a chain 1. And that's the repetition you want into each one of the chain 3 spaces. So I'm going to do it with you one more time. We find the next chain 3 space. Into it, you do a single crochet, a half double crochet, a double crochet, a chain 2, another double crochet, a half double crochet, a single crochet, and a chain 1. So you're forming those little like star peaks. Let's do it again one more time together. Find the next chain 3 space. You do 1 single crochet, 1 half double crochet, 1 double crochet, a chain 2, then a double crochet, half double crochet, single crochet, and a chain 1. So I've got 2 more to go. I'll do that and I'll see you when I'm done. Okay, and now I just did my last repetition to the last chain 3 space. So now to finish off this row, we just want to do a slip stitch into the very first single crochet of the row. So into the first stitch, you do a slip stitch. And this here is the end of row 3. For row 4, we're going to do a slip stitch into the last chain 1 space. So the last chain 1 space is kind of behind you. So we're going to go behind into that chain 1 space and into there do a slip stitch. We want to go back a stitch basically. There we go. Okay, so now we're at that chain 1 space. Now you want to chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That counts as a double crochet and a chain 1. And now into the next chain 2 space, the peak of the star, let's call it. Into there, we're going to work 3 double crochets. So here's 1, 2, and 3. Then a chain 2, and then 3 double crochets into the same space. This is my third. Okay, continuing the repetition, you want to chain 1 and then do 1 double crochet into the next chain 1 space. The chain 1 space is a little hard to see, but remember it's between the peaks of the star. So it's in between the single crochets. Into there you want to do 1 double crochet. And then a chain 1. And this is the repetition. I'm going to do it again with you. The repetition starts at the next chain 2 space, into which you want to do 3 double crochets, a chain 2, and then 3 double crochets. So that's 1, 2, and 3. Then we want to chain 1. Then we find the next chain 1 space between the single crochets of the previous row, into which you want to do a double crochet. And then you chain 1. So that's the repetition. Starts at the chain 2 space with a 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet. Then you chain 1. Then you do 1 double crochet into the next chain 1 space. Then you chain 1. So I'm going to do this all the way around. I'll see you when I'm done. Okay, so I just did my last repetition into the last chain 2 space of the peak here. And so finishing off with 3 double crochets, chain 2, 3 double crochets, and then your chain 1. Now basically what we want to do to finish off is do a slip stitch into the third chain of the chain 4 that you started with, because that's going to count as the double crochet. So we count up 3, insert your hook there, and now do a slip stitch. And this here is the end of row 4. For row 5, we're going to chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This chain 4 counts as a double crochet and a chain 1. And now into the same spot, we're going to work a double crochet. So into that third chain, another double crochet. And now we're going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. We're going to start the repeat by going into the next chain 2 space with a single crochet, a chain 3, and then another single crochet into the same spot. Continuing the repeat, we're going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. You're going to skip the next 3 double crochets and chain 1 space. So we skip this and the chain 1. And then into this double crochet, we're going to work 1 double crochet, a chain 1, and 1 double crochet into the same spot. And then you're going to chain 3. And this is the repetition. We'll do it again one more time together. The repetition starts at the next chain 2 space. Into there, you want to do 1 single crochet, a chain 3, and into the same spot, another single crochet. Then we want to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. You want to skip the next 3 double crochets and chain 1. Find that next single, like the individual double crochet that you have. Into there, we're going to work 1 double crochet, a chain 1, and another double crochet into the same spot. And then we want to chain 3. And that's the repetition around. I'm going to do it one more time with you. We find the next chain 2 space. Into there you do a single crochet, chain 3, and then another single crochet into the same spot. Then we're going to chain 3, skip the next 3 double crochets and chain 1. Into the next double crochet, do a double crochet, chain 1, and another double crochet into the same spot. And then finally, a chain 3. So I'm going to do this 2 more times. At the end, you'll notice that you won't finish off the complete repetition. I'll see you once I'm done the repetition of the last chain 2 space. Okay, so I just finished the repetition of the single crochet, chain 3, single crochet into the last chain 2 space. To finish off this row, we want to chain 3. And then we want to do a slip stitch into the 3rd chain of the chain 4 that you started with. So we count from bottom to top, 1, 2, 3, into that 3rd chain, just a slip stitch. And this here is the end of row 5. You can go ahead and cut off your yarn and thread your ends through. And here we have it. Look how gorgeous. I feel like this is really pretty. It's kind of like a star, but then it has an outline around it. So pretty. I love this yarn color too. But yeah, the motif itself is gorgeous. Hey, while you're at it, why don't you just subscribe to my channel? Just do it. Just do it.